Hello everyone, my name is Xinpeng Xu. I'm the project manager in this project. And today we will present our final year project, AI-powered study companion for personalized learning. Our project aims to help students study more efficiently by combining artificial intelligence with a modern web application. Students now have access to a huge amount of learning materials. Existing tools such as Canvas, ChatGPT, and flashcard applications only solve part of learning process. Students still need to switch between different platforms, and generic AI responses are not always based on their own study materials. Therefore, we developed an AI-powered study companion that integrates summaries, flashcards, quizzes, and AI questions answering into one platform. Now I'd like to briefly explain the overall project scope. This presentation mainly focuses on Part A, where we completed the full-stack web application, including the front-end, back-end, user authentication, and our AI framework. We also implemented the core AI features, including summaries, flashcards, quizzes, AI short answer marking, and difficulty-aware quiz generation. Part B will focus on improving and evaluating the system. We plan to conduct user testing, further optimize the AI framework, and improve the quality of AI-generated content. Although the current system can generate summaries, flashcards, and quizzes from upload materials, but it may still miss some important knowledge points. We will work on improving knowledge coverage while reducing AI hallucination. Our goal is to build a more reliable and intelligent AI-powered personalized learning platform. And here is the content of this presentation. First is the front-end part. Tianyao will introduce dashboard and material management. Then Deyang will introduce summary and AI assistant part. Then Yuchi will introduce quiz generation in front-end part. Next, Lishan will introduce the second part, authentication, database, and integration. And then the third part is about artificial intelligence part. In this part, I will introduce AI framework and adaptive quiz generation. Then Yuchi will introduce AI model comparison. Now let's welcome Tianyao to introduce the first part.
Hello everyone. This section introduces the front-end part of our AI learning assistant project. The front-end work was completed by Tianyao Li, Deyang Zhang, and Yuchi Qian. Next, my name is Tianyao Li, and my part focuses on the dashboard and the material management page. I will explain their main functions and how they work together. And next, first, this is dashboard page. It is the main page users see after logging. The purpose of this page is to give user a clear starting point. At the top, there is an upload material button. We place it in a clear position because uploading a document is normally the first step. After uploading a file, users can access the main study toys from the same page. They can also choose a material for the flashcard vacation. The idea is simple. Upload first and then select the learning toy the user needs. The interface also supports both light and dark modes, so users can change the page color based on their preference and viewing environment. Next, the dashboard in cloud for main toys. Similar helps user finding the key point in a document. AI assistant allows users to ask questions based on their materials, generate quiz, create practice questions so users can check their understanding. My material opens the document library and allows users to manage uploaded files. These tools paste together to reduce unnecessary navigation and makes the next action easy to understand. And next, this is the material management page. It works as a personal library for uploaded documents. The page shows the document name, upload data, and available actions. For each file, users can generate a similar, create a quiz, or delete the document when it is no longer needed. The table layout keeps the information organized so users can quickly find a file and choose the next actions. And the next, the user flow is straightforward. First, the user uploads a document from the dashboard. Second, the file appears in material management, where it can be filled and managed. Finally, this same document can be used for similar quiz, AI assistant, and flashcards. This means users only need to upload the document once. Together, these two pages create a simple learning process. They support the current working MVP and also provide a foundation for future improvement in part B. Thank you for your listen. And De Yang will continue next part. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Zhang Deyang, and I will introduce Summary and AI Assistant to you guys today. Nowadays, students and professionals often need to deal with large amounts of information. Reading hundreds of pages just to find the key points can take a lot of time. Our summary features is designed to solve this problem. It can transform long learning materials into clear and concise summaries, highlight important information, and help users quickly understand the key concepts. Previous summaries can also be stored in summary history, making revision much easier. The main value of this feature is simple. It saves time and improves learning efficiency. Instead of spending hours reading everything, users can focus on the information that really matters. So, how to use that? You can select the one or more learning materials from the left panel, but if there's no useful learning materials here, you can click the new upload button right here, and you can upload the documents that you want to learn. For example, I upload a document named INFT 2051 Week 5. So I can click the January summary button, and as you can see that I get the AI summary based on these documents. So I can learn my Week 5 lecture in this way. That's really convenient, right? And also you can open the summary history, and then you can review all the previous summaries right here. And by the way, if you want to generate again, you can click the new summary button to refresh. Another key feature of our platform is the AI assistant, which works like a personal learning partner. Instead of spending a lot of time searching through documents manually, users can simply ask the AI questions directly. The AI assistant can answer questions based on the learning materials uploaded by the user. It can also explain difficult concepts and provide clear and easy to understand responses. This makes learning more interactive and personalized. For example, if a student does not understand a concept from a lecture document, they can select that material and ask the AI for an explanation. The assistant can provide an answer based on that specific content. Overall, this feature gives users instant support, helps them understand information more easily, and creates a faster and more engaging learning experience. Now, let me show you how to use the AI assistant. The process is very simple. First, users select a learning material from the sidebar. Then, they can type any questions into the chat box. Using natural language, the AI will read the selected material and provide an instant explanation based on its content. So you can see the example right here. This means users do not need to manually search through many pages of notes to find one piece of information. They can simply ask a question and receive a clear and relevant answer within seconds. This makes AI assistant especially useful when reviewing lectures, understanding difficult concepts, or preparing for exams. It makes studying faster, easier, and much more interactive. Thank you, everybody. And Chen is gonna present the rest of the front-end part.
Hi, I'm Yu Zhiqian. I'll be introducing you to our quiz function for our website. And this is the design of our website. So as you can see, the orange section is where the user can upload and select their document. So the generated content will be related. And next, the green section is where the user can choose their type of questions they want in their quizzes. So there's in total 5 different types. There are multiple choices, true and false, short answers, matching questions, and fill in blank. And after the question type is the number of questions the user wants to generate in this quiz, as you can see in the blue section. At last is the difficulty the user wants for their quiz. So in the purple section, there's in total 4 difficulties for the quiz you can select. They are easy, medium, hard, and mixed. The others are easy to understand. The point is about the mixed. It is the auto-adjusted by the system, where the quiz begins with medium, and if the user getting the answers correctly, it will increase to hard. Otherwise, the question will be downgraded to easy. And this is the design of all types of questions. So for multiple choices, there are going to be answers listed below, allow user to choose. And for matching, the user can select the definitions they think matches the terms on the left. For true or false, there's still going to be 2 simply choices, either check mark or X. For short answers, there will be input box, allow user can put the discuss inside. And at last, the fill in blank. The user can put the words they think fit the sentence the best. So once the quiz successfully generated, the quiz taking will automatically pop up. And during the quiz, the user can choose to review the answer for current question. But once it's activated, the question will be looked up and marked as run. The user can only submit the quiz after all the questions are answered. And after submission, the system will automatically grading and giving review and feedback. And that's everything about the quiz page. Next, Li Sheng will present about his authentication and backend part.
Hello, I'm Li Sheng. The student's number is C3543459. I will talk about my contribution in all projects in this module: authentication, backend design, and integration in projects. Let's entry login part. This is a login part in website learning. User can log in self-accounts, and if user has not accounts, then they can register accounts through click sign up link. If user forget password, they also can click forgot password link to reset password in self-accounts. After user login successful, user can use all functional in websites. In addition, we can see has a button in the top right corner. User can click button to change background color. What's more, user can click open eye icon to show password, and the icon become close eye status. If user click it again, then the password will hide in the field and the icon return to open eye status. Let's enter the register page. This is a register page. User can create accounts in this page. User should be input some information, includes email, verification code, and a new password. Verified code will be sent to the real email. That requires verified code need to correct, and the two password fields must the same. The eye icon in fields and the top right corner button function are same with the login page. Next is a logout function content. After user login, user can use all function in AI Study Assistant websites. If user want to log out accounts, then they can click logout button, and the user need to relogin accounts. User can use all function in AI Study Assistant website again when they are logging successful again. Let's go to the forget password page. This is a forget password page, so if user forget password, then they can click forgot password link to reset password. In this page, user need to input some detail about email, verification code, and reset password informations. Verified code will send to the real email. That require verified code need to correct, and the two password fields must same. The eye icon in fields and top right corner button function are same with the login page. Now, let's move to the backend design. Our database is built on MySQL, and the users table is the central entity. All the tables link back to it by foreign keys. So login and the password tables I already talked about, so skip here. Materials connects to summarize and queries through junction tables. This build a many-to-many relationship. Now, I will talk about the integrate project part. Our technical stack is React frontend, Flex backend, MySQL database, and a self-trained local AI model through Olama. So we choose this because REST API separates frontend and backend for parallel work. Flex blueprints keep features modular. MySQL fits our forensic key data, and local model save costs and keep data safe. For integration, we design share API contracts early. Use JWT authentication and CORS, the cross-origin resource sharing, to connect frontend and backend securely, and builds asynchronous state process has been established, so AI tasks will not block the UI. Since model is not frontend yet, we still have some limitation like AI hallucination and inconsistent quiz question counts. So that's about all integration project parts. The next parts are Xingpeng and Yuzi to present. They are present AI parts.
Hello everyone, my name is Xinpeng Xu. Now I'd like to introduce the artificial intelligence system in this project. First, I will introduce AI framework and adaptive quiz generation. Now I'd like to explain the AI framework behind our learning assistant. The system is divided into 5 layers from input to output. First, users upload their study materials or ask a question. The documents are then processed through text extracting and chunking, making them easier to analyze and search. Next, we extract useful knowledge from the documents. TF-IDF identifies important topics, while keywords extract key semantic concepts to help the language model better understand the content. At the same time, all document chunks are converted into vector embeddings using the O-Mini LM-L6 V2 embedding model and stored in TraumaDB. When a user asks a question, RAG retrieves the most relevant documents chunks. Finally, the retrieved context, together with the extracted topics and concepts, is sent to our local Qwen 2.5 language model. The model then generates summaries, quizzes, flashcards, and question answering responses based on the uploaded materials. Instead of relying only on its own knowledge, this architecture makes the responses more accurate, relevant, and reliable. To evaluate our AI framework, we performed an incremental ablation study. We first tested the Qwen model by itself and then added TF-IDF, RAG, and the keybird one by one. As you can see, the overall score increased as each component was added. The complete AI framework achieved the highest average score of 100.54, outperforming every simplified versions. This demonstrates that combining all AI components provides the best overall performance for our learning assistant. This slide shows the contribution of each AI component using an ablation study. We started with the complete AI framework and then remove one component at a time. When RAG was removed, the average score dropped by 6.31, showing that retrieving relevant course materials helps the model generate more accurate and better grounded answers. Removing TF-IDF reduced the score by 8.87 because important topics and keywords were no longer identified effectively, resulting in lower knowledge coverage. The largest decrease happened when keyword was removed, about 9 drop. This indicates that semantic keywords extraction plays an important role in identifying meaningful concepts for summaries, flashcards, and quizzes. Overall, every AI component made a measurable contribution, and the best performance was achieved only when all 3 components work together as a complete framework. Our project also includes an AI-based short answer checking system. We use 2 different grading methods. The first is the rule-based approach, which combines semantic similarity and keywords coverage to produce an objective score. The second uses the language model to evaluate answers based on the grading criteria. Each method has its own strengths. The rule-based methods provide consistent scrolling, while the language model better understands different ways of expressing the same idea. To improve reliability, the final score is the higher value between the rule-based score and the AI-generated score. This hybrid approach produces more accurate and fair assessment results. Our final AI feature is difficulty-aware and adaptive quiz generation. Users can choose from 4 quiz modes: easy, medium, hard, and adaptive. If users select easy, medium, or hard, the system generates questions only at the selected difficulty level. Easy questions focus on basic concepts. Medium questions test understanding and application. Hard questions require multi-step reasoning and more complex problem solving. The fourth option is adaptive mode. In this mode, the quiz always begins with a medium question. If the student answers correctly, the next question becomes hard. If the answer is incorrect, the next question becomes easy. Asynchronous prefetching also prepares the possible next questions in advance, which reduces waiting time and creates a smoother quiz experience. This design gives users both fixed difficulty choices and a personalized adaptive learning option. Next, Yuchi Qian will compare our model and other models.
Hi, Yushi Qian again. I'll be explaining the comparison method. We use specific rubrics to evaluate our performance in different functions. For better outcomes, we have separated all the functions into more detailed weighted components. So the ones highlighted in yellow are the most important part. They directly influence the content quality, accuracy, and relevance. So they're worth 15 marks. And the others with 10 marks are most about the format, which is also important. At last, the ones with 5 marks are mainly for system performance. Overall, there's a total of 120 marks for this method. This table is a comparison result using the method I just mentioned. We have been using a total of 10 different models for comparison, including the one we proposed, which highlighted in bold text for the first row. And the first 3 columns, just the name of the method, company, and models. As for the first column, the final score using the method we mentioned. So in total of 120 marks, we got 105. Overall, the best performance one. And next time is the second span for the system to respond. Our got the second place. It's very close for the best performance ones. 30 good. And the last column, tokens generated per second, we still got the best performance. So overall, the data have been collected. I believe our method is the best one. And that's everything for our presentation. Thanks for watching.